everyone, JulioToyReviews here, and this is a review of the Power Rangers Ninja Steel Deluxe Rumble Tusk Megazord. So, as you may remember from Ninja, the auxiliary Zords were these pretty small Zords, about the size of the Robo Red Zord. They had a humanoid form, and they also had a form of whatever object they were, or animal. However, because of the small size of the auxiliary Zords in Ninja, Bandai has decided not to pack them together all in one set, not to sell them separately with a figure or something just like in Super Megaforce, but rather to make you have to buy another Megazord just so that you could get the auxiliary Zord. Pathetic. It's a really scummy way of Bandai trying to both get your money and push out the repaints. Which I understand Bandai's fascination with repaints, just like with Supercharged last year, but this is just a bit too far. It really is. It feels like they're starting to compete with Hasbro at this point. It's just too far. But anyways, the Rumble Tusk Megazord comes with the Tusk Zord, the only Zord that actually matters by the way, and repainted versions of the other 4 Zords, which really have nothing different. So, let's get on with this review. So, over here is the Tusk Zord, and I did mention that this is the only Zord that actually matters in this set, so this is the only one I'll be going over. The other ones are just repaints with just minor differences. The only minor difference is just that the dragon doesn't have his tail and his wings, but apart from that, everything else is the same, except now it's green, yellow, and silver. But over here is the Tusk Zord, or how they would call him in Japan, Paonmaru. And you can see that he's a little green elephant over here, which is actually kind of cute. So over here you can see in full detail, you can see that even though there's not really too many details painted, there is at least enough detail so that you can fill it out with your own paint. You can see the gold over here, the blue eyes, the silver trunk. On the back you have the tail, which will become the blades for the axes later. You can see over here the detailing. Same with the other side. And that's basically it for the Tusk Zord in its elephant mode. Now to transform it into warrior mode, which by the way that name is not confirmed, I just made it up, you can grab the axes over here, lift up the head, detach the power star, attach the elephant head, stand them up, and you can grab the axes over here, or the legs, and attach them like shoulder cannons. Now you just put the power star right over here. And over here we have the Tusk Zord in its warrior mode. And you can see that it's basically a little humanoid mecha. And now for comparison with the Robo Red Zord over here, which, let me just stand them up. You can see that they're about the same height almost. Except that the Tusk Zord may be a bit taller due to the cannons over here. And speaking of the Tusk Zord, the power star it comes with. Now unfortunately this cannot be used in any of the roleplay weapons or anything because of the fact that on the back the pins are just like in this circular shape, unlike with the regular power stars where they have lines in them so that they could be able to be read. And plus the fact that these power stars are actually bigger and they're actually made of plastic, so you can't throw them like this, just like how you could with this power star. And look at that, I knocked over the Robo Red Zord. So yeah, over here is the power star. Nothing really much. It doesn't have the little detailing it has over here, just like with the normal power stars. And you can lift up the face for transformation reasons. And that's basically it for the Tusk Zord in general. So now let's combine them with the Megazord in order to form the Rumble Tusk Megazord. So in order to combine the Tusk Zord with the Megazord over here, you're going to grab the axes, and you're going to attach them onto the hands. You're going to grab the rest of the Zord. You're just going to slide them in over here, which, right there. And then you're going to grab the little power star, and you're going to put it on top of the head. And there we have the Rumble Tusk Megazord. Now, I'm actually kind of mixed on this. Again, as I said, this is a really scummy way of Bandai trying to get your money, but this actually looks kind of good. I actually like the whole, design thing where they grab the green and they just put in more green for the rest of the Megazord over here, and they also kept it consistent with the yellow and the silver. But I don't know, I'm completely mixed on this. I like how this looks, but it's just a really scummy way of Bandai trying to get your money, because Auxiliary Zord should normally be costing like $15, yet you have to get the entire Megazord in order to be able to get the Auxiliary Zords, and yeah, he just does the same thing as the Ninja Steel Megazord, nothing new. And if you want to see how he's supposed to look like in the show, you can see this picture over here of the Ninja Steel Megazord combined with the Tusk Zord to form the Rumble Tusk Megazord, the show accurate version. So that's basically it for what I have to say about the Rumble Tusk Megazord. So overall, I'm actually kind of mixed. I like the design of the Rumble Tusk Megazord with all the greens and stuff, but I also hate the fact that you can only get the Auxiliary Zords by getting another Megazord. So you have two options, either get the Ninja Steel Megazord, get the Rumble Tusk Megazord, or do what I did and get both at the same time. And again, this is a really scummy way, and it's just Bandai trying to force repaints down our throats. And if you didn't hear about what happened last year with the repaints, Bandai actually made so many supercharged repaints that stores couldn't stock anything else. Like, that's why the Titanocharged Megazord was a rarity, because they had so many repaints that they didn't have space for anything else, and it was just a disaster. So I'm guessing by including the Auxiliary Zords with the repaints, it helps because they can actually sell. But again, it's just a really scummy way of Bandai trying to get your money. But what do you guys think about the Rumble Tusk Megazord? Leave your comments below. And until next time,
I'm JulioToyReviews, and I'm signing off. Thanks for watching, everyone.